Hi everyone, it's Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. For 377 days, Ukraine stands strong against the forces of the Russian invasion. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky informed in his evening video address that yesterday, in a fight, hero of Ukraine Dmytro Kotyubailo, known as Da Vinci, was killed. A fighter of the 67th Separate Mechanized Brigade, a commander of a battalion named after him, the Da Vinci Wolves, was killed in the battle near Bakhmut, Donetsk region. Since 2014, when he was 18 years old, Kotyubailo has been defending Ukraine. The president called him a man symbol, man of courage, and one of those whose personal history and character have forever become the history and character of Ukraine. Ukraine has returned 130 of its servicemen from Russian captivity as part of the exchange procedure, reports Interfax Ukraine. According to head of the Office of the President of Ukraine, Andriy Yermak, 71 of them are defenders of Azovstal in Mariupol. These are soldiers of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, National Guard, Border Guard, personnel of the State Special Transport Service. He said that most of those released from Russian captivity have serious injuries. The Russian Ministry of Defense informed earlier that 90 Russian servicemen who were in Ukrainian captivity had been returned to Russia. The Command of the Ground Forces of Ukraine released a statement saying that according to preliminary data, a Ukrainian prisoner of war who was brutally executed on video has been identified, reports Ukrinform. He is believed to be a soldier from the 30th Separate Mechanized Brigade, Timofey Shadura. Shadura has been considered missing since February 3, 2023, after military operations near the city of Bakhmut. The final confirmation of the identity can be established after the return of the body and the appropriate examinations. Quote, the command of the 30th Separate Mechanized Brigade and the brothers of the hero express their sincere condolences to his family and friends. Revenge for our hero will be inevitable. Glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes, the military said. On Monday, Russian social media channels posted a horrific video of the execution of a captured unarmed Ukrainian soldier. On the video, the Russian military kills Ukrainian who refuses to remove the chevron with the national flag and dies with the words Slava Ukraini, glory to Ukraine. The Cabinet of Ministers approved a mechanism for the forced evacuation of children with one parent from active combat zones, reports Interfax Ukraine. Such evacuation can be conducted based on the decision of the regional military administrations, agreed with the military command and coordination headquarters on the issues of mandatory evacuation of the population. According to the Ministry of Reintegration of Temporarily Occupied Territories, children who find themselves in a combat zone cannot take care of themselves. Therefore, all responsibility for them lies with adults. The refusal of parents or guardians to evacuate the child is not accepted. The minister said that less than 4,000 civilians remain in Bakhmut at the moment, of which at least 38 are children. Polish Defense Minister Mariusz Błaszczak informed that another batch of German-made Leopard 2 main battle tanks will be delivered to Ukraine in the coming days, reports LBUA. In addition to 4 tanks already delivered, another 10 will be brought to Ukraine. He also said that Poland is ready to set up a hub to service Leopard battle tanks that are being sent to Ukraine, but pointed out that the main problem is the lack of spare parts. At the same time, the Polish Ministry of Defense has clarified the words of Błaszczak, who said Patriot anti-aircraft missile systems had already arrived in Ukraine, reports Espresso. This information was widely spread by the Ukrainian media. It is noted that in reality, Błaszczak's statement concerned the decision to transfer the indicated air defense systems to Ukraine and not the direct arrival in the country. Highlights from Ukraine is an uncommercial initiative of just 2 people, and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better. Yesterday, dictator of Belarus Alexander Lukashenko accused Ukraine of conducting an operation to damage the A-50 long-range radar tracking aircraft of the Russian Air Force when it was at the Machulichi Air Base in Minsk Oblast in Belarus, reports BBC News Ukraine. The incident occurred on the 26th of February. In the result of the explosion, avionics and radar antenna of one of only 4 unique aircrafts were damaged. Belarusian partisans claimed responsibility for the attack. According to Lukashenko, the attack was conducted by the agents prepared by the Ukrainian security service. During his speech, he also several times referred to Zelensky in a very rude manner. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine categorically denied Lukashenko's insinuations and stated that it is an attempt to create an artificial threat from Ukraine in order to justify Lukashenko's support for Russian aggression. The foreign ministry stressed that the threat should not be sought in Ukraine, which is fighting for itself and is looking for peace. Ukrainian Old Lion Publishing House became the best children's publishing house of the year in Europe at the 60th Bologna Children's Book Fair, reports Ukrainska Pravda. The Bologna Prize for the Best Children's Publishers of the Year was founded in 2013 by the Bologna Children's Book Fair together with the Italian Publishers Association and the International Publishers Association. This is the largest and most influential world award for publishers of children's literature. The award is presented to the best publishers in nominations from 6 geographic regions of the world. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.